My name is Robert Christopher Wayne Weathers. I live at 3102 Center Hill Road, Acre, Mississippi, 38841. I am still under attack by Scientology. So let me explain what Scientology is. There are more than 3 dimensions. This is a fact. There are 12 dimensions in total. There is also this dark matter or dark energy attached to us. We can't see it, but it makes up part of our biology. It creates organs and tissues and things that we use for various purposes. So first off, we have biology in these extra dimensions. Extra dimensional biology. 12 dimensions worth. Plus this dark energy makes up 50% of it. We utilize this extra dimensional biology first while we are alive. You are not in a third dimensional body part. You are in an extra dimensional piece of brain tissue. That is where your consciousness resides. Every biological function we have, whether it's eating, thinking, sleeping, intercourse, uh, everything we do requires extra dimensional biology while we are alive. If you remove this extra dimensional biology, you no longer function properly, you lose health, and even die. And it's also used for an afterlife. So the human genome produces a 12-dimensional humanoid made out of light and dark particles that lives in outer space. We are horned aliens, Anunnaki. That is what the human bloodline produces. And that is the human afterlife experience. So Scientology is the practice of utilizing this extra dimensional biology before they die. They remove it from themselves, and they use technology and techniques to turn them into upper dimensional vehicles, biologies in which they can drive to the upper dimensions. Aliens, remote controlled aliens, and they look alien in appearance. They make various alien forms, blues, blue bloods, greens, grays, whites, uh, big humanoids. They look just like humans and walk around in outer space. They look just like humans. Yeah, gigantic humans. They make lizard people, insectoids, worm people, horsehead people, duck-billed people, all different types of various alien forms. Then they can cut the dark energy or dark particles off of a biology and turn it into a surrogate or a little biology that can be driven. And they can drive this thing through walls and spy on people. They can even get in your electrical supply and ride around in your electricity. And they can ride on light beams and things like that, flow through energy and move through things. Those are surrogates. So this is the world of Scientology. Scientology helps people access the upper dimensions before they die. They help them convert their extra dimensions into vehicles or biologies that can be driven. They help them gain the technology to drive other organisms. They call this surrogate making. They can drive humans, animals, insects, and worms in any dimension. So there are humans on Earth at this very moment, driving aliens through our environment on Earth. They leave Earth, go to outer space, come back to Earth. It's constant. They're all over the place. They're body snatchers. So a group of Scientologists are driving their aliens onto my location, onto my property, and into my home. Plus, they follow me around everywhere I go. I'm being attacked. Uh, please stop. Uh, They got a worm in my stomach. They can take it right out, but they don't. It's been in there for several years. Oh, stop. I'm being tortured. They took it out a couple times and put it back in. Giant fucking worms. At least 1 to 2 inches in diameter. Oh, oh, I'm being attacked. They give me something that feels like heartburn with these worms. They have little hairs on them, and they can stick them out and make them pointy. Then they drive them around inside of me, and it just cuts me to pieces. Makes me hiccup. They got spikes shoved underneath my toenails, deep. They use magic all the way through my feet and came out of my feet with these spikes. Then hook chains up to it full of razor blades and spikes and shit, and they're dragging it back through. Yes, these are humans in the USA. Barack Obama is one. Uh, Several people in the military. Mark Zuckerberg, Devin Singe, Bill Gates, uh, the CIA, the FBI, DARPA. There are many civilians and many government agents practicing Scientology. They're all criminal. They got a body snatching ring going on. And here's how it works. So if you go to one of these Scientology companies that offer Scientology or the church or whatever, and you order Scientology, they cut your extra dimensions off. And then depending on what you want or what you pay for or what they are willing to give you, they cut the layers. Every 3 dimensions creates a layer. They remove the layers from your biology. You wind up with 3 or 4 biologies in the upper dimensions that you can work on, turn into vehicles. Those are your biologies. You are entangled to those. But it's a bunch of piece part stuff. You're missing organs and tissues for this thing to work and function properly. They take organs and tissues from other humans and other species, such as reptiles, insects, and worms, and they use these body parts to as transplants to try to make their upper dimensionals as whole as possible, so they can drive them around and function properly, and do things with them. They turn into body snatchers, and they covet our body parts. I can also hear these people's voices. They have assimilated me into a hive mind. I can hear all these voices from different people and see their avatars or a picture of them or something in my head. They harass me constantly, berate me. He keeps saying, "Well, you kill kids." That's a false, and it's after the fact. I hit something going down the road running from these people, and he's saying it's a kid. It's not. I wasn't going very fast, and it was something big, a deer or something, and that was way after the fact. I got forced to assimilate 14 years ago. I hit something in the road like 8 years ago, 7 or 8 years ago. Well, after these people were killing me. Oh.